So I went to Aurelia. Now, here's the deal. My opener, who's going to remain nameless now because he doesn't deserve the credit at this point, okay? Because let me show you how pissed I am. If you could imagine how pissed I am. So I said, hey, we've got 2 gigs in Aurelia, Canada. And he says, where's that? I say, 2 hours from Toronto. And he goes, cool, I love Toronto. And I think, well, it's not Toronto. So he says, hey, by the way, I have a gig 2 days before the Toronto gig. And it's in Chicago. Now I bring an opener because a lot of the time, one of the main reasons I bring an opener is because I like to travel with somebody. I don't like to be, I'm a fucking lonely boy, dude. If I take flights across the country, if I take intercontinental or just continental flights, I'm a lonely boy if I'm alone. You understand? I buy cashews at the fucking Hudson News, and I'm eating them like I want them, but I don't want them. I get salted almonds, right? But I'm a lonely boy. I eat them like I'm fucking Oliver Twist asking, may I please have more? Or whatever the fuck that was. I'm a lonely boy. I'm just eating because I'm a lonely boy. But if I have fucking if I have my opener with me, I don't need to get those things because I'm not feeling insecure and I'm not a lonely boy. Okay? So he says, look, I know you like to bring me because you like to pay me and you like to pay me for you not being a lonely boy. And I say, okay, yeah, what's coming? And he says, well, it just so turns out that I have a gig 2 days before in Chicago. Do you think that I could fly to Chicago and then the next day I could fly to Toronto since it's so close and meet you in Toronto? And I say, you know what? Sure, yeah, of course. I'll take the fucking lonely boy flight. So I take the lonely boy flight. And he says, the day before the fucking lonely boy flight, right? He says, hey, don't be mad. And I go like this. Too late. Okay? Because if you're saying, hey, don't be mad, I like being mad too much. And I'm already mad. So he says, and if you know anything about my opener already, you know he's a dingus piece of shit. All right? So... And he's fucking not it. He's pretty fucking dumb. Like he's in his life, he's gone like this before. Duh, And so he says to me, "I figured it out already, dude. That's the best. Yay, yay, dude! It's so awesome that he goes like this. Don't be mad. I figured it out already. Imagine getting a call from somebody. They say, "Hey, don't be mad. I figured it out already." Now, there's a certain level of madness I get when that happens. I want you to know about the levels of mad. First of all, there's annoyed. That's not that bad. It's like in a fun territory. You're like, God damn it, they fucking forgot to catch up, whatever the fuck. Then there's a level of mad where you go like this. Oh shit, bro, I'm fucking mad. You tell me what the fuck's going on. I'm furious and I'm yelling. And then there's another level of mad on top of that where you go quiet. Where you just sit back and you relax. It's like when it's like in the when I was watching the show, the movie, this one movie where it was like a world-ending movie, whatever the fuck, by Roland Emmerich, something called like Deep Horizon or Impact of the fucking Tomorrow, whatever the fuck it was, where the big wave was coming and the dad and his daughter is like, here it comes, and they just hug each other. They're calm as shit. That's how calm I am. I'm fucking watching this big wave come crashing, and I know everybody's dying. Okay? I'm in a movie, I'm in a Roland Emmerich movie right now when Mike says, hey, don't be mad, I figured it out. I grab my daughter and I wait for that big wave. Because what the fuck am I going to do, dude? Nothing. So he says, no, so I say, this is what happened. He said, don't be mad, I figured it out. And I say, you forgot your passport. And he says, okay, yeah. I'm waiting for that wave. The wave's getting a little bit bigger, right? It was far away. I said, you forgot your passport. And that wave got a little bit bigger. It went from there to there. Here it comes. It's getting louder. And he says, so you know how I always bring my passport card with me. And if you're an avid listener of Congratulations podcast, you know that Mike brought that once to try and get over the border. Something happened. I don't remember what the fuck happened. You remember the episode? Something happened where he had the fucking passport and we were like, oh, it doesn't work for the flight, but we're driving over anyway, so it's okay. And I was like, it better fucking work. And it did work. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, all right, you won luckily, dude. You had fucking 19 and you hit and you got a 2. But you're lucky. You should have kept the 19. I don't like when shit works out for dummies. You understand? You need to understand that you're a dumb fuck and have the shit happen, and that's it, dude. You deal with it, and that's how you learn. And if you're 35, like he is, so bad. So he says, I have that, because I always have it, because my mom made me get it. Ha 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 ha. Oh. Dude, his dick is probably fucking 4.5 inches, and when it gets hard, it's probably 4 inches. Do you understand? His dick fucking doesn't even get bigger, it congeals. It like gets smaller, but harder. So, anyway, so he says, luckily my mom made me get my, hey dude. Okay. So he goes like this. So here's what I'm going to do. And that wave got a little bit bigger. The wave, wait a second. I'm squinting my eyes. Did it double in size? Did it double in size? So I grab my daughter a little harder. And I pull her in. Because maybe this is the big one. And he says, I'm going to take a flight from Chicago to Buffalo, New York. Wait a second. Did that wave get a little bit bigger? My daughter puts her fucking chin into daddy's shoulder, okay? So I say, uh-huh. And he says, I'm going to fly into Buffalo really early, and then I'm going to have someone. Hey, dude, let me tell you something. Let's cut back. It's like one of those movies that begins and it's like, and the guy's like, like that movie with fucking Chris Burns. What's that guy's name? Is that no Chris Ed Burns? And it starts and he's dead and he says, so I'm dead, right? And then it goes whew, and it flashes back and you're like, all right, I gotta find out how this fucking guy died. Or American Beauty when he's like, this is the last day of my life. And you're like, oh, we gotta find out what the fuck happens. He's dead by the end of this. That's what happens. He says, so let's cut back all the way back. Hey, when you're saying don't be mad, I figured it out. In no part of the rest of that conversation do you say the word someone. You understand? Because if you figured it out, you know who. All right? So that wave, what? I'm noticing it's getting real white at the top, which means it's curling over. It's not going to subside. So I say, yeah. He says, someone's going to pick me up in Buffalo and bring me to the Toronto airport while I use my passport card to get over the border, and I'll meet you when you land. And I can tell he's nervous. But what I can tell even more is that wave is gonna kill us. My daughter's crying at this point. Okay? So I go like this. Okay? And I hang up. Because your boy means business. I don't hang up lightly. I hang up heavily. So I say, okay. The day comes where he hits me up. By the way, how far is it from Buffalo? 2 hours and 5 minutes. Wow, it's fucking 100 miles. This fucking moron, you know? So the day comes, hi, yada, yada, I'm taking this and that, a train. He took a train. He took every fucking wimble. He took a train, a plane, a fucking car. This guy. I half expected him to show up with a fucking oar and shorts on. And I get to the thing. My flight's delayed. I get in at 1 a.m. and he's sitting there and he's like, bro, I'm so tired. And I look at him and I go, good. And I realize that wave and my daughter, it didn't exist because it was all a movie. It was directed by Roland Emmerich. It wasn't real life. He made it happen. But he learned. And the thing about that is he didn't learn. He'll do it again. But in that brief moment of time, he learned. And I didn't even really get that pissed because there was no reason to. I was either going to have an opener. I said, hey, man, you tell Andrew, my agent, my high-powered agent. I was like, you tell Andrew to fucking make sure to get another opener on deck because, bro, I'm not doing it alone. And he was like, no, don't worry about it. And I was like, oh, I said, you know how mad I'm going to be if there's no opener, right? And he said, yup. Anyway. Wow, dude.